I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Man, welcome everybody to the other episode of Just Talking to You. I'm your man, the people's champ, and I'm not here alone. I am here with my boy, Mr. Words of Wisdom. Words, introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, people? My name is Words of Wisdom, and I just want to drop this little wisdom off to all people in this world, especially my people. Strength beats nothing. Love conquers all. So when you run around talking about you're strong, you strong, you strong, guess what? The strong one get hit in the mouth first.
Exactly,
That's how that
man.
works. That's how that works. So at the end of the day, let's get rid of being strong and let's start being intelligent, beautiful, loving, caring people. That's where the true strength lies at the end of the day.
Oh man, I love it, Words. I love it,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Hey, man, that's how we do it, man. Let the words speak. Word, actions speak louder than words, man. We got everybody
Yeah.
jumping on in with us, baby. We finna chop it up tonight, man. Shout
Oh,
out.
shoot.
Hey, what's up with you, Joe? A lot of the crew from my Scratch channel, Central Illinois Scratcher channel. I told them to tune on in because we're gonna chop it up tonight about this. But then, no further ado, I got my girl Shay Boogie Woogie in the house. Shay Boogie, introduce yourself.
Hey family, it's your girl Shay, and it's almost my birthday. Hey, yum, 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 yum.
Shay Boogie say it's almost her birthday.
Oh, shoot.
Lord have mercy.
Birthday brag.
Birthday loaded in 3, 2, 1.
You,
Yeah.
you already know how she finna get ready to act, man.
Who
Right.
Yeah, that Al.
me?
She said, who me? Yeah, no, who that Al? That's who. Hey, words. It's in the group chat. It's not group chat, so you can share that on out there with everybody, man. It's in our group chat, words. So birthday behavior. Shay Boogie, what you got up your sleeve, man?
Absolutely nothing and a whole bunch too. I am going on a trip. Yeah, I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Oh my God. When is the trip?
August 3rd.
August 3rd. And how long is it for?
Oh, 6 days to the 9th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sorry, Puerto Rico. I'm gonna try to leave you in one piece.
Oh
That won't
man.
happen. That won't happen.
She is finna go and turn that damn Puerto Rico in and out, up and down.
Man.
She gonna do whatever it takes, man.
I'm gonna act right. I
Okay.
promise.
Okay.
It's the other folks with me who may tear it up. So I gotta behave a little bit.
Oh man, you say it's gonna be the other people that birthday behave with you that's gonna clown and stuff.
Yeah, I'm taking my sister, and you know how that go.
Oh man, you take your sister, man. We already know what time it is.
Yeah.
Right. That's just the one that she gonna blame everything on.
But
My sister made me add one more drink. She did.
My sister, the
You gotta
reason I
have a
lost.
shake-up with you.
My sister, the reason. Hey, my sister, the reason I lost my shoe.
Yeah.
My sister, the
all
reason.
that.
Hey, my sister, the reason I went to. Hey, but my sister, the reason I slept with the thing underneath the table.
Hey, she probably would be. So listen, I'm gonna plead get the 5th right now. I'll let y'all know later.
Okay. That's right.
Oh my
live
God,
your
man.
life, sis. Live your life.
Live it. Hey, live it, Shay Boogie. I'm telling you, live it to the fullest,
That's
girl.
it. That's
I'm
it.
trying one day at a
Survive
time,
in
y'all.
love, baby.
Hey,
Hey.
live it to the fullest. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. Man, what
yeah.
y'all do today, man? Talk to me. What y'all do today?
Absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Mhm.
Nothing. You ain't do
Nothing.
nothing.
I didn't do it was a good day to do nothing. So I just laid around. I watched Martin. I've been binging Martin. So I watched Martin all day today.
Did you?
Yeah, it was
Oh
kind of
man.
interesting. I saw some episodes I didn't see, some things I didn't see. So yeah, it was nice to binge Martin.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. One of my favorite Martin episodes, man, was the Rental Spoons episode, man. Oh my God, you talk about one of the funniest episodes. Rental Spoons. Oh man, that was one of my favorite Martin episodes, man. That Rental Spoons episode, man.
Yeah, I think I like the Hitachi 2000 episode.
Hashitashi.
Hitachi. Yeah, I just watched that a couple hours ago. But what's funny is knowing that all the stuff that happened behind the scenes,
Oh yeah.
back in the day, and now knowing some of that stuff, like I'm looking for the transition from good times to when they didn't work together, where they couldn't even be in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm watching now. I just I hate that it affected the show like that, because I'm thinking that show could have went on at least 10 years, could have did 10.
It could have had a good 10 in it, man. I think it could have,
Right.
without the other logistics of it and everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have went on a lot longer than what it did, man.
Yeah, but
A
so
lot
yeah.
longer than what it did, man. So
Right.
Right. So I mean, it's a great show. It's good to look back and see like Snoop Dogg popped up, and now I'm at the episode where he find out he have a son.
oh
So
man.
mm-hmm.
Now that's funny. That is really funny right there. That he got a son.
Didn't that turn out not to be his?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Not to
You
be
talk about
his.
the little dude with the ears, it's the Marvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
man.
He
Hey,
was one of them.
Marvin.
But it did look like him. Them ears was kind of like, wow.
Hey,
Man,
them ears said it best, man. I'm telling you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them
oh,
ears
yeah.
said it best, man. So what else is going on in y'all world, man? I'm trying to make sure we get
Man.
everybody on here.
Work,
Thumbs
man.
uppers.
Work, man. Work, man. More work, man. More work, man. And more work.
Hey,
Is that
man.
where you are now, Words?
Words is the hardest
Yeah.
working man in show business, baby.
He is.
Yeah,
Where's
man.
always working?
Hey, the money don't
The
stop
hardest.
working out.
Hey, man, the hardest working man in show business. You can't knock that, baby. He doing his thing, man.
He is. He stayed doing this thing.
Oh
Ain't nothing
yeah.
else to do. I gotta be ready when my wife show up. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta be ready. And the only thing to
There
be
you
ready is to
go.
run it up.
Hey, what you
That's
say?
Run
it.
it up.
Hey, man, you say you got to be ready when she show up, huh?
Man, so I gotta run it up. And she gonna be running it up too. And shit, we gonna be covered.
Y'all gonna be bagging it together, ain't you?
Man, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I love
Yes,
that,
we
brother.
are. What did y'all
That's a
think
beautiful
about
thing.
that single that I posted in the chat room?
But what is
Oh,
that?
that
Did
single. I
you
know
hear
what
me
you're talking
say?
about. Hey, was that your who was that, man?
Nigga, that's my fiance.
Oh, shoot, I see, man.
Yeah, that's my fiance.
Did I missed that? Wait a minute.
She
It's
said,
called
wait a
Very
minute.
Special.
Oh man, you gotta listen to it. Oh
Okay.
man.
Go back
He,
and
Yeah,
listen to that,
hey,
because I
hey,
missed
hey,
that.
hey, because he is not pulling out on that song. I'm telling you this all off the flip.
Man,
He's not pulling out off the phone. He's not pulling out off that song. I know him.
he already know me.
I know him. I know him for years, man. That song is hot. It's sexy.
Man.
It's everything, man.
And it's what us black men been calling for a minute.
Man, what you said.
It's what we've been calling for a minute. I will not lie about that. Yes,
Hey.
and shout out to Noise Confetti. That's her single. It's called what's it called? Stay strong or something like that. Oh man, I feel totally bad that I'm not even saying it right.
Who is it by?
It's called Very Special. Noise Confetti. Yeah, Noise Confetti. It's called Very Special. She's a singer, entertainer, man. She is dope. Dope new artist that's coming onto the scene.
That's crazy, man. That's tough, man. I like that though, man.
And she does it all from the music I've heard of hers. She does it all from rap to reggae to R&B.
She does all different type of genres, don't she?
Man, she ain't stuck on one. She got them all.
And that's what, and that right there, my friends, is what sells. And that sells big time too. Man.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's jump off into it, man. What we finna jump off into, man. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all, man. This is something that tripped me out, man. And it wasn't cool. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why it wasn't cool on so many levels, man. She gets mad at my brother here for I'm just gonna set it up for you. I ain't gonna even set it up for you. I'm gonna let y'all watch it, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it, man. It's crazy. So without further ado, I'm gonna share this with y'all. And then you're online, I want you to share your opinion as well.
Right now of a woman. It's her birthday and she's mad because he didn't pay for everyone at the table. And so the story goes, we have a woman who's celebrating a birthday and she decides to go out with her friends and her man, and they have a good time, right? They're enjoying themselves, and during that time, everything seemed to be going all right. That is until the bill comes out and the boyfriend doesn't pay for everyone at the table. And of course, this was a point of contention, right? This was a problem, and that sparked up the drama. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Birthday, like you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me? Are you?
Whoa, bro!
All right, so you guys heard it for yourself. The birthday girl is frustrated that her man didn't pay for her and didn't pay for her friends. Of 18, she brought 18 guests, right? And he said, yo, there's 18 of y'all. And he said, doesn't matter. That's your job. And she follows that by saying, nobody likes a broke nigga. Now, listen, guys, I'm going to hold off on my opinion. I'm curious. So far, what do you guys think of this situation, right? Do you think he's in the wrong? She's in the wrong? What would you have done? Comment down below. And speaking about comments, real quick, let's check out what these people had to say. So this first commenter says, pay for the birthday girl, not everyone. So she says, hey, you know what? You've got a girl. You should pay for your girl, but you don't have to pay for all the friends that she brought along. This commenter says, it's giving, what about my other kids? Of course, this is a reference to the McDonald's chick and the burger. This commenter says, 18 grown adults and nobody got a dime, with the laughing emojis. This female commenter says, not a broke man, a financially wise man. Very different. So from the looks of it so far, it looks like most people are on the man's side as far as his decision to not pay for everybody. But there's a part 2 to this whole thing. Let's check that out.
We'll be over this relationship.
How long do it take you to get there?
It's my birthday. Like, you should have went all out. I don't even have no
Hell, I mean, shit.
Like,
What I had to pay for your food for? You don't want.
Bro, you should have paid food.
What?
really?
If you supposedly got the check, spend it.
I can't believe you doing this on my birthday.
Who even asked any of y'all? Like, did y'all pay for any of her food? I ain't seen none of them offer to pay for your food. How? You chill with them all day.
Okay, that's gross.
You need another nigga. Oh,
All right, guys. So real quick, man, I find it interesting that the same women who will talk about how strong and independent they are, and I'm talking about women of today, right? Women today who love talking about how much they don't need men, etc., will be the first to expect a man to pay for their meal, and will be the first to call a guy broke if you can't pay for her and her friends. For example, in this situation. Real quick, man, let's check out a few more of these comments. This male commenter says, I would have went home. She can figure it out on her own. Next comment, how are you gonna call someone broke while asking them to pay for her friends? Crying emoji, her friends broke. This female commenter says she's in the wrong. Next comment, he's right. Why would he pay for 18 girls? This guy says, I'll pay for the birthday girl. And if she's saying he broke, why don't she pay for 18 people? With the dead emoji. This commenter says, nah, 18 people is crazy. Next, she had to be drinking to call her man's broke in front of her friends. Yeah, that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? You're disrespecting your man, calling him broke in front of all your friends. But then,
all right, man, I'm gonna stop it right here, man.
Okay.
All right. So if you're online, hey, oh, what's up, pimpin'? Oh, say she's nuts. Hey, man, what's y'all thought about that, man?
Okay, I got two thoughts. I got a question first, though, before I give my opinion.
Go ahead.
So, in part 2, did he not pay for her dinner? Is that what I heard?
No, he did not pay for her dinner. That's what it stated in part 2. He didn't pay for her dinner at all.
Okay, so my first point is this. If he is her man and it's her birthday, I would think the least he could have done is pay for her dinner as her man, her dinner. My second point is that unless it is pre-arranged, then he didn't have no reason to pay for 18 people's dinner. I could see if it was a birthday party he was trying to throw for her, or if he had said, baby, I got the tab, but to just spring it on him and expect him to pay for 18 people's dinner is ridiculous. So I would love to know how long they were dating. It don't seem like a long time, you know, like she picked him out her Rolodex and say, "Ooh, I'm gonna invite him and he gonna pay for everybody's meal." So I'm having all kinds of problems with this.
Man. Well, hey, Words, what you think about it, man?
Man, look. First of all, it's a big red flag to even be dating somebody, calling them your girlfriend, and they got 18 female friends. Chances are with them, her opinions are not her own. Those are her friends talking. That isn't her talking. So, fellas, any woman that got more than 3 friends, don't even go for it. That's the first rule.
Right.
Now, when it comes down to it, he should have paid for her, unless she was on that bullshit when the check came. Now, if you on that bullshit when the check come and you talking that shit, then I'm not paying for you either. We can be done with the whole situation.
Right.
I'll be done with you. Because guess who gonna hit my line up at the end of the day? One of your 18 friends.
Yep.
One of your 18 friends gonna be in my DM for the night on. So I can cancel you right here because I already know what's gonna play.
You already know what's gonna happen, don't you?
Yeah.
So one of them 18 girlfriends gonna hit your line, ain't it?
Yeah, because all you doing, one of your 18 girlfriends then fed you that bullshit to tell him. Now that you telling them that, she like, yep, I'm gonna get right in the DM. I'll be on with him tomorrow. That's my husband. It's a dirty game, but it is what it is.
18
one man's loss,
man.
one man or woman's loss is the next person's treasure.
Ouch.
But
man.
since he didn't pay for the meal, do you think one of them will still hit him up? Like all of them thinking he cheated.
You know why?
Why?
Yes, definitely. You know why? Because that one that's gonna hit him up gonna say that's definitely a man right there. That's not a fuckboy. I want that.
Uh-huh. That because by him putting his foot down, man, I think that may have established some brownie points with him too, man.
Man.
By him putting his foot down, so I'm not paying for nobody.
Get to more than one of them.
I agree.
It's a shortage on men that'll put their foot down, especially over that money. It's a shortage on them. So when you see a man that do that, it's like my man said in there. He got economic sense.
Mm-hmm.
He know
No doubt
when to
about it.
say no. You know,
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And then you're not coming down on your 18 friends for not having your back. Those aren't your friends, sweetheart. Boo boo.
But this is my thing though. You got 18 friends. You got all them friends, man. Why come and this your birthday? You don't have not one homegirl that's gonna say, girl, I got your meal. Not one friend. You got 18 people. All of them could have chipped in $5 a piece and bought your meal if they're your friends. Are they
But
really your
why would
friends?
you expect your friends to buy your meal when your man is sitting there?
I'm just
That's
saying,
my thing.
but still, even though if they don't buy it as a gesture, this is my homegirl, this is her birthday. I don't give a damn. He not buying it. Hey, we finna pay for her meal, y'all. Let's go on out. Hey, give me her tab. Give me her whatever she got. But this is another caveat to that. If you guys watch the video, they was up, and you can tell they're young girls. They up there holding their drinks up and their cameras and everything. They doing it for the gram. That's what it's for. They doing it for the book. They doing it for the gram. They doing it for the social media attention. I mean, she did it for the social media attention. He got her for the social media attention as well. Because I just thought that ain't no way. Let me go back to that one part where we saw when they was. Let me show you. I got to go back so y'all can see it, man. Now, as a man, you don't want your woman doing
Do you
this. Look
think
at it. Out there
he's in the
twerking
wrong,
in the
she's in the
parking lot.
wrong? What would you
holding their
have
drinks
done?
up. Look at
Comment
this.
down below. And speaking about comments, real quick, let's check out what these people had to say. So this first commenter says, pay for the...
But look at it though. Do you want your lady to be doing that?
This is what I say about this. All right, this is a perfect thing for me to say about this. Ladies, do you like a man that's a man amongst men or a man amongst women? And vice versa. Fellas, do you want a woman that is a woman amongst a women or a woman amongst men? It's a difference.
I'm lost. What do you mean?
Meaning that a man, I'll explain it to you like this: a man that's a man amongst men gets respect from other men. Now, a man that's a man amongst women, when he come over here to the men, he gets no respect because he's not a man on this side of the fence.
Hey man, we
Okay.
got nephew Lil Harold. He say pay for my girl meal because her friends there for the vibe, and my girl is my priority. Unless I'm going back to the hotel with my girl and all the 18 other friends. You ain't lying. Hey,
That part. And vice versa, Shay. Like I was saying, you got
that makes
18
sense.
women right there. I want the woman that's out of that group, not the
Yes.
little girl. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? I want the
Yeah, I
woman
see.
amongst women. The woman that's a woman amongst men, she's on her back all the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's how it works.
And you know what? The real woman of the group, she ain't gonna make no scene. She gonna be right there in the background. She gonna pull her friend to the side. Hey, sweetheart, don't trip. You can handle this a whole lot better. Hey, I paid for your meal. The real woman would have stepped up and bought her friend's meal, man. If this your partner,
that part.
the real woman would have stepped up and said, you know what, babe? Hey, don't worry about it, girl. I got you. This your birthday. This your special day. But 18 people, man, and everybody holding up all type of drinks, and they was at Maggiano's. So if you ever do the math on Maggiano's is a fairly expensive restaurant.
Right.
And you got 18 people, so you automatically know gratuity was tacked on to the bill. That's a must. You know, gratuity is already slammed on there. So it depends how much the meals are, and it depends on, like I said, how much the meals are, because the meals can run anywhere at any price at Maggiano's. you can get a meal from stemming from $15 to upwards to $30. So you
So
like,
if you average it out, that's at least a $400 bill for all those people. If you average 20 per person, that is 360. Then you add in gratuity or whatnot. So it could have been between 4 and 450 for the bill. So
I'm gonna go
you
about
would
700,
expect
800
that
on the bill.
dude. That dude don't look like he's carrying $450, like just on the fly like that.
hey, y'all know I'm petty. Y'all know I'm petty as hell. This is what I had to pull up. I'm hella
You
petty.
pulled up the menu,
I'm hella petty at Maggiano's, man.
and they had drinks.
Oh man, we ain't even talking about the drinks.
So
It's
we just
the-
talking about the food.
We know they. Hey, we know they had appetizers. We know that for a fact. We know they had appetizers. We don't know what they had. Hey, we know they had the salad. We know they had some of the specialty dinners. Shrimps. Hey, I know half of them had shrimp scampi, Alfredo. I know they had that.
Right.
Hey, linguine. I know they had this. Hey, we know some
Somebody had
the
a steak.
You know, a couple people that had the steak. You know,
Right.
the ones that was pinching their pennies. We know they had
The
chicken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ain't even talk about a couple of them said, "Hey, girl, let's jump on this meal for two." So, so you know, a couple of them probably got together. Girl, hey, you get.
Let's split this. Mm-hmm.
Let's split this. Boom. So we know, and we ain't talking about desserts. That's just regular meals. We ain't even talking about desserts.
Right.
Oh, and you say they had beverages, right, Shay?
Oh yeah, they had drinks.
Right.
Oh man.
Your drink tab probably on 18 people gonna be $300.
Oh man, I would say more than that.
Yeah.
Depending on how many. Because if you average out everybody having one drink, it said 1050. So we'll round that up to 11. So what, 10 is 180. So that's almost, that's 200 basically right there. That's just one drink. So you at $700 right there, just about.
That's on drinks, right, Shay?
The 250 is drinks, and then it was like 450 up to 450 for food.
Man, I think it's around $1,200.
Yeah.
Hey man, that was just based off of one drink minimum scale.
Right.
Couple of them young ladies look like they knock back 2 or 3 of them.
Exactly.
Because they had the mindset of like, oh, he paying for it. I can get me a couple drinks.
So that's the thing.
Probably something the friend probably told them she was finna do. I'm gonna get him to pay for it.
Right.
So we can run it up. But
why would you take 18 people? If you took maybe 6, 5, 4 even, maybe he could have did it. But
but ladies, if you want to keep your man, I hear you, Shay. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to keep your man, you never make your man show his money in front of other women.
Right.
Oh man, hey, word.
Because look, he might get 1 or 2 of them, but guess what? Had he paid for that shit, he might have got 10 of them motherfuckers.
Yep.
That's true.
And now you gonna lose your man because you see he flexing his money in front of all of them. They impressed. They figured that now they are plotting to get your man away from you. If he paid for that meal, if he would have paid, if he would have just flat out paid for the meal, at least like Word said, at least 10 of them go plot on how they can snatch him up from underneath you. Now the other 2 or 3 still plotting on how they can get him from you and everything. Mm-hmm. Hey, Shantae said in the chat, she said, what type of woman would want her man to pay for her friends' meals? And my man not paying for the birthday girl either. That's my job if it's my friend. And the other one and the others would have knew off the tops that they had to have their own money or stay the hell at home because I let people know the deal off tops. Hell yeah, you gotta let they butts know off top.
My friend from St. Louis, she came down to Dallas and she asked me to write something up on her post, and she said, please make sure to add everyone is responsible for their meal. And I was like, I find that funny that you have to say it. She was like, nope, put it in there just in case. And now I can kind of understand why, because how they look, people just think that you were going to pay for their meals. I don't even understand why you would think that. I would never think that
Man.
somebody else is responsible for my meal unless they verbally say, no, I'm paying for it or I got you. Even in instances when it was my birthday and I went to a restaurant, I was still prepared to pay for my own meal. You know, even though they were there to help me celebrate, I was responsible for my meal. So
Right.
somebody blessed me by picking up my ticket, but still, they didn't have to do that, and I wasn't really expecting it.
Right. Now, in that situation, I'll lead into this, Shay. If you really wanted him to pay for that, you shouldn't have asked for that shit.
Right.
Because he might
Uh-huh.
have messed around and said, you know what, y'all put y'all money up. It's my girl day. I got it.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
And
Shantae made it.
since you want to force me to spend my money, you don't get it either.
Right.
This is
Yep.
how they work with men. Sorry,
And
that's how it
and
works
since
with us.
you and she embarrassed him, sorry words, and she embarrassed him and put him in a funky situation. You know, oh, you broke. How you gonna call me broke? You don't know what I have in my pocket at
Yeah,
this
but
point.
what he should have said, yeah, I'm broke, but I'm fucking you.
Oh,
Yeah. So
oh,
every
fight.
nigga that's broke, no, you can get to this motherfucker right here.
Ooh,
I'd have put her
slice.
out there on that one.
Hey
Cut
man.
That's how
deep.
that shit works.
Hey,
You
Shantae
cut
say.
me, I'ma cut you deeper. That's
Hey,
how that works.
Slice.
Hey, Shantae said something, man. Shantae said they wouldn't let their man pay for other people's meal. And that's so true, Shantae. I wonder how many of them other 18 women that was there, if it was their man, would they have let their man pay for their other friends' dinner?
None of them.
Hell no.
Hey,
Hell
she said,
no.
hey,
Hey,
Shantae,
I've dated women that that I traveled with, right? And at the
uh-huh.
airport, they get on that dumbass bag shit. And you know, I whip out the American Express like, man, I'm gonna pay for this shit so we can move on. Put that up. You're not giving them nothing.
Oh
They
yeah.
getting this bag on her for this. You understand what I'm saying? If your woman ain't like that with your money, then dude, you don't want her. She for the streets,
Man,
Right.
it's simple as that, man.
man.
That's
It is.
crazy.
Man, you can have nothing with a male or female that wants you spending on their friends. Because it's not about you, brother or sister. It's about their friends. They're married they're dating their friends. They're not dating you.
Yeah, I mean, and to have 18 people at a dinner, all them people, yeah, you got way too many folks in your life. That mean all them
Man,
people gonna have something to say about your relationship.
yeah. That's a dead giveaway. Like, nah, I don't want none of that.
Right.
And
And-
I'm not on no sexist nothing that says that goes one way. That ladies, that go for men too. Men shouldn't keep a lot of men around them.
you know, I
Period.
have a
You
lot of
lucky if you
friends.
have one. But what I'm saying is, you're lucky if you have one friend in life.
Yes.
Right.
You're
I
lucky
have
if
a
you
lot of
have one.
friends. I have a lot of friends, I know a lot of people, but I don't have like a big group of close people. But when it comes to my relationships, I do know how to draw that line between allowing, who even knows that I'm in a relationship, first of all, but to allow somebody to know the details of my relationship. I know that there's a fine line. Like I have friends who kind of live their relationship on social media, or they allow all these people, and to me messages get jumbled.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I had a recent argument, so to say, maybe, because she got mad at me when I didn't tell her the details of a conversation that me and her husband had. And he just happened to call me and say some stuff that was very hurtful, that would have hurt me to even say out loud to her. So
Right.
I was like, why would I say that? And so she was like, well, he says hurtful things all the time. I'm like, but one, why is somebody else telling you what he says? And two, why are you allowing um him to, why are you accepting that type of relationship? Hurtful words? You know,
Exactly.
why would you want to be in that type of relationship? So no
Right.
one, all that to say, nobody should have the details of your relationship, because that can come back and bite you in the butt. That's how other people slip into your spot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shot. Hey,
Like
shot.
my
Uh-huh.
fiance personally, I'm not on social media with her.
Right. Right.
Just so don't nobody know me. Cause
Exactly.
I ain't for nobody to know but her.
Hey, Shantae
Right.
said these days you have to tell people because they think they are entitled to stuff, especially when someone else is spending their money. And another comment she said, my group of friends would say, I don't have it to go right now. And then I would say, I got it. But this generation women are different. And because some women doesn't know their worth and everything. So them all great points, Shantae, because
Yeah.
if you don't have it, uh, Marla say, what is Shay sign again? What's your sign, Shay Boogie?
Leo.
She's a Leo, Marla. She is a Leo. But
So
you
say
think
that's why I love you right there. My daughter's a
hey,
Leo.
but you think
Thank you,
about this
Bird.
though, man. Hey, you think about this. All the friends that's right there, everything that's going on now. As a man, I would have paid for her meal. Period. That's it, flat out. Win, lose, or draw as a man, I'm gonna pay for hers. I'm not entitled to pay for nobody else's. I'm gonna pay for hers. If they send me a bill with everything, I said, no, you gotta break this down, my brother. And
Man, it all depends, bro. It all depends on what she said before I pay for it. Keep in
yeah,
mind, that's not my wife. That's my girlfriend. So I'll break
exactly.
up with your ass right there if you say the wrong thing.
Hey, so you saying you'll break up with her right there on the spot? Word.
Man, bro, I'm telling you right now that if she would have came to me with some gutter shit like that, I would have been, y'all know what? Let's order some more shit. I am definitely paying. I would have ran that bill up so high and then tipped out on that shit.
Hey,
And
hey,
she would
hey,
have
hey,
knew she was
hey,
fucking with a real one after that.
you would have been, going, you would have went to the bathroom and never came back, huh?
Man,
Never
I'd have
came
been,
back.
man, been gone. Been gone.
Hey,
Been gone.
and then on top of it, they would have to pay for your meal too, huh?
Hmm.
I would have paid for my meal because I would have got hit with a stealing charge. So on my way out the door,
you
on
would have
my way
caught the
out the
waiter. You would
door,
have
I
caught
would
the
have grabbed
waiter.
the waiter. Who my money is, dog. I'm out.
Slid the way
And
to
you
that.
know,
Hey, slid the way to that hot 100. This should cover me and my drinks. That's it.
right?
That's
And
it.
my
And you know what
and the
though?
tip.
You know what? I
Yeah.
wouldn't blame you, because here you go. Here it is. Again, before you even got to the restaurant, while you were in the planning stages of this, if this is your quote man, you should have shown him some respect and said, hey babe, I'm having my dinner over here. How we gonna pay for this? Because I'm inviting my girls to dinner. I'm not expecting them to pay. Can you handle it? Or can we handle it? But if
Right.
it was one of them situations where you picked up the phone, called this dude, say, hey, come dinner with me, and you expected him to pick up this tab at the spur of the moment, that was so wrong on so many levels. You don't hit nobody with a possible check of 700 or higher.
Man.
Yeah.
Everybody
In
ate.
the middle of a recession.
Right.
I'm still banking that check was in the thousand. Shantae said the
Yeah.
same thing you said, words. She said he should have just walked out before the bill came since she tried to play him.
Yeah,
Yup.
I'd have played that shit so cold, boy.
But I don't think he knew.
You know what?
Marla made a good point too. She said a date is between two people. There should not be anyone else on the date in the first place. And you're right, Marla. If she decide to bring her little friends on, she should be able to foot the bill and say, "Hey, girls, hey, we going out kicking it for my birthday. Just make sure you have your, take care of your bills and stuff and everything." Yeah. That's why people get separate checks right now for situations like this. That is,
and a lot of times you have to be careful of the restaurant you go to because they won't split the bill. So you may have gotten less and end up paying more because you're splitting the bill 18 ways or whatnot. So if your tab was only 20, you might end up paying 40. Yeah. So you have to be careful.
And then that gratuity is gonna be slammed onto it too. Hey man, if you guys are right now online, we got 11 people in the chat, man. That's great, man. Share this out. Share this out with people, man. Send this link out to other people, man, so they can jump on and share their opinions, man. Because this is a good conversation, man. Because I'm telling you, man, and especially if you have sons and young men right now, you should let them see something like this. I know my son, I let my son say, we're going to talk about this, because if you're going out with a woman, if you're dating that woman and it's you and her one-on-one, cool. Now, if she bring friends along, you need to establish something up front with her. Say, hey, I'm not paying for everybody. And it doesn't make you be broke or cheapskate. It say, hey, this is a date. Like Marla said, a date is between two people, not 18 people.
20. 20. Man. And it's just common courtesy.
It is. And then you have woman after woman. Now we're separating the girls from the women. You have woman after woman.
Look at Nazi Confetti. She said, "Oh baby, I love you." She love your crazy ass, boy.
Yeah. That's my boo right there. You know what I'm talking about?
My God.
Now, I will tell you this. That's a woman that don't ask for anything, and I'll give her the world.
There you go. There you go.
So in that particular situation, since she doesn't ask for anything, then I may put the bill on that. But as soon as it steps out of line and say, "Man, you finna do this," then, but I know that's something that she would never do. She might smack me if I even stepped up in a pay for the next motherfucker bill. You understand what I'm saying? And that's that. That's that.
Yeah, and that's how it is, though, man. That's sometimes it's like that sometimes and everything, and you know we got to deal with that, man. And I just feel bad. Hey, I just feel bad because it goes back to like a few weeks back when we talked about the young brother buying food for his friend and not buying it for all the rest of the kids, buying food for his child and not buying food for the rest of her other children and everything, man.
Right.
I think the way society is today, man, and a lot of these young girls, I don't know what the hell they be thinking about, man. Like Shantae say, a lot of them feel a sense of entitlement.
There is.
Why do you feel like you're entitled for this or for that? Why are you entitled?
Right.
They feel like they're entitled because that's the way they want the ballers. The ballers need to take care of them. A lot of women are looking for men with big pockets to take care of them. And some of the ways that a man, quote, takes care of a woman is to pay the tab. But ladies, that doesn't mean you bring 19, 20 friends on a date for your birthday. And we still don't really even know how long these two were together. The length of time that they were together is part of is another piece to this puzzle. We don't know if it was that night. We don't know if it was a month. We don't know if it was a year. The timing is part of the factor into how much he's willing to pay on her. Because I can't see a man who has been dating a woman for a long time not paying for her tab.
Right.
I just can't see it.
And that's the
So
thing. How long were they dating? That's the $1 million
right.
question, man.
I
Were
need
they
to
dating
know
a
that
couple
part
months?
too.
So
Right.
so just say if they was dating a couple months, do we still pay for her bill only? 2 months.
I mean,
I'm just going
if
2
they were
months.
together a couple months and her birthday came up, then it would have been nice if he would have paid for her meal.
But should he be obligated to pay for her meal?
Of course not.
2
Of
months
course
now.
not.
We're talking about
2
2
months.
months.
No obligation.
Right.
It's never,
If they
it's never
discussed
obligation.
it,
It's never obligation to anything.
right.
I don't. This is the way I view it. I'm never obligated.
Yes.
to
Feed the
do
kids
anything.
before you drop them off, Marla. Yes.
You know what
Nobody's
I mean?
ever obligated, right? But it
Right.
would have been
Now.
a courtesy. It would have been sweet.
A courtesy. There we go.
Right. It would have been
Yes.
nice. You know, couple
Right.
months, my
Right.
birthday come up. It would have been nice, you know.
Hey, Shantae said, I don't care if we've been dating for 10 years. That's a no-no from to have him pay for 17 other people.
See,
Exactly.
that's a woman right there.
That is, hey, that's
the
it.
difference
Hey.
between a woman and a girl.
And,
But I
and,
mean,
it's
like
the-
it could have
it's the
been, but it
difference
could have been
between a boy
discussed.
and a man.
and
But it
this
could
is
have been
this,
discussed as a party. It could have been her saying, you know what, for my birthday, I want to invite my friends to the restaurant and I want to pick up their tab. And he could have been like, okay, cool. We will pick up their tab. But again, this is a discussion that is had ahead of time, depending
It's the
on how
we
long you
conversation.
have been together.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, even with that being said, I am a man that believes in love and first sight. I do believe in that. Now, understand what I'm saying. That don't work for everybody. Not just because I believe in it. I mean, I'm saying it can happen. Now, with
Right.
that, because it's people out here that met one day, got married the next day, 30 years later, they still together. And they still living their honeymoon. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
if you're in that particular situation, then I can see a man doing that. I can see
Hey.
a man actually picking all that up.
hey, now this,
However, it's going to revolve around what Shay said. That's a
Yeah.
discussion that was had before we even got to the restaurant.
Right.
that's it. And you got to look at it like this too. Got to look at it like this too. Words and Shay. Hey, if we living in the same household and we stay together now that's a whole different dynamic too. We stay together. We got a budget. Now,
Yeah.
our budget is for me and you going out dining for your birthday. You invited your friends. That's cool. We got to stay within our household budget. So
Right.
as a woman, as a woman, you don't want, hey, if I know that this bill come to the table for $1,100, $1,200, and I know we got to take care of this, and this, that's not in our budget. So
No.
Right.
that, like y'all said, that's a conversation you had before you even step foot. Hey, if y'all stayed together, y'all had that conversation when y'all getting ready. Hey, who all coming? Okay,
Right.
Everybody know they got to pay their own way, right?
That's
And,
it.
and then if she say,
Mhm.
no, I kind of told him that, no, you need to get on the phone right now, put it in a group chat. Hey, you got to pay your own way. If you can't pay it, stay your ass at home. It's simple as that. You stay at home. If you can't pay it, stay at home. Hey, we can meet up at Bar Louie or go to a little bar and stuff where everybody can get them a drink or something. And you're buying your own drink. We just meet up and then just kick it there. You just won't be able to go to dinner with us.
Right.
You go to the bar and get your little $5 Ciroc.
Right.
Yep.
That's
Now,
it.
even with that, what my man did is he also separated the men from the boys. A boy would have jumped out there and just paid that shit, and then would have had the label "fuck boy" by the end of the night by all 18 of them.
Yep.
Stupid. They would have called him. So either way, it was
Yeah.
it was a danged if you do, danged if you don't type of situation.
No.
You know,
And-
you danged if you paid it because you look stupid paying for 18 people. You
Right.
danged if you don't because you rude and disrespectful for not paying the check. But that's not what
Right.
it is. Real
Yeah.
grown folks know that to surprise somebody with a check for 18 other people is ridiculous, especially if he's the only dude there with 18 people. He's not supposed to take care of their checks. He can make sure they get to their car safely. He can make sure that she get home safely. But what he should not have to do is sit there and be expected to pay for 18 people checks.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
'cause
finna
you-
play. I'm finna play devil's advocate now. Just say,
I was just going there.
hey, just say he brought 18 homeboys.
Oh.
And everybody chose up. Now does the
Then
dynamic
now-
change now?
Then now it is if the guy decides to pay for the check of the woman he's booed up with in that
Okay.
moment,
Uh-huh.
then that is him being generous and chivalrous. Because guess what? Even in that situation, he don't have to pay for your check. I'm just meeting you. So
Right.
why would you expect me to pay for that check? So it's turning into like almost a party situation.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So, see,
again, with that
ahead.
example, if the guy decides to pay for that woman's tab that he's sitting there talking to, it is totally up to him. Because at the end of the day, he could be like, "Oh, it was cool talking to you," pay for his check and roll bounce.
Yeah.
No
Definitely.
obligations at all. You're right.
None. You're
what
not
you
my
finna-
woman.
Exactly. What you finna say words?
I was gonna say I'll play devil advocate right here. Because
Uh-huh.
I would have told her, you want me to pay for them? How many of them come to the bedroom with you tonight? Raise your hand who are coming. Pull a titty out. I need to see a titty right now.
So all showed the tit. They was gonna get their meal paid
Man,
for.
you'd have got that. You'd have got it paid for.
Hey
You'd
man,
have
the
got the
whole
paid for.
table. Hey, you would have had titties on the whole table then,
On the
man.
whole
Right?
table.
Hey, all of them.
Man.
Hey, a lot of them look like they didn't even have it from Jump Street.
Right.
And even
Right.
though, and this is the thing, even though you may not have it or you may be short, why would you go and get the expense? Why would you get 2 or 3 drinks? You know you don't got no money. Get 1 drink.
Right.
Or get just an appetizer.
Get a
be done with.
soda. Yeah.
Get a
Yeah,
soda
get
and
a
an
soda.
appetizer.
Yep.
Okay, that a soda and appetizer, you probably spend $10.
But
Man.
even then, beware, you're gonna get gratuity. And if they split it totally, between 18 people, you could still end up paying more because they didn't split the check.
Hey, Thelma
Right.
just said I don't care what type of bill come to the table. The bills, hey, if you're a man should, hey, the bill will be paid for me and us, just the 2 of us. Hey, that's it. That's bottom line, Thelma. The bill coming to the table. Hey, I'm paying for us 2. Me and my gal. I don't know what the hell they finna do. That's what I'm obligated to pay for. Me and my gal. But granted, when we get in the car, we're gonna have a goddamn conversation.
Man, you better be bringing a friend.
We're gonna have us a conversation.
You bringing a couple of them to the bedroom tonight, right?
Hey,
right. Matter of fact, you can bring all 18. I'm gonna call a few of my homeboys, and then we're gonna knock all y'all down.
Oh my God. So here's what it boils down to.
When it's all said and done, I can recover some of them funds from my dudes.
Oh yeah.
Like I got it lined up. Give me extra. I done paid for all of them, so I need X amount of cash to show up over here.
Yep, go on, give me that 50,
And
give me that 100.
You can go in and out of however many one of these you want to.
Lord have mercy. Bottom line,
Marla say, to be honest, I'm coming with a real woman gonna come with her own money and pay her own way. I can sit there and depend on somebody else that is not my man to pay. She say, I can't sit there and depend on a man, somebody else to pay for my meal. That's not my man. Shantae said couldn't be my brother because he would have called me up there. Shantae said her brother would have called up there. And, hey, take care of my life. Come handle this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man.
So when you planning for this type of situation, there's a lot that restaurants aren't, for these purposes, restaurants aren't allowing, okay, I want a reservation for this. You got to find out ahead of time what the situation is to avoid situations like this.
So do you think that this group of people when it came to the billing situation? Do you think they made it bad for the next group of Black people that go into that same restaurant with a party of 10 or more?
Absolutely.
You know what? Sometimes they do, because I have a friend who's a server and she's working in this place where they purposely tell her go serve Black tables because they typically don't tip well. So since she's Black, they will send her to deal with those tables on top of the tables that she's already dealing with. And 9 times out of 10, the Black tables still tip pretty good. Like she's made great tips, but it's just the stereotype that Black people don't tip well.
Yes,
So yes.
absolutely. And you can really tell with the service. But see, what them servers don't understand, your service is what dictates your tip. I ain't obligated to give you 10% of what my bill is.
Hey, Shantae crazy. She said you should have told her to take them heels off and get back there and start washing them goddamn dishes.
Right.
I'd have she's absolutely right. I'd have yelled out, well, this the part where we wash dishes.
I'm telling you, hey, this for y'all get y'all little nails and stuff. Take them little heels off, because y'all gonna slip y'all ass off in that kitchen. Take them goddamn heels off, put on some of these little scrub shoes and stuff, put them little slide in shit. That's it. I'm going there, do your duty. Hey, hey, y'all bill is $1,100. Y'all owe us 2.5, 3 hours worth of work.
Man, more than that.
More than that. Servers only get paid like $2.50 an hour.
Ouch.
Right.
So y'all gotta wash dishes, y'all gotta bust suds, y'all gotta wait on tables, and y'all gotta pull garbage.
Man, and then on top of that, you gotta come back tomorrow.
Yep.
Hey, you ain't finished yet. You gotta work out. You got another couple more days with us.
You got a couple more days, because listen,
man.
$2.50 an hour, that's a long time with $100 tab.
Hey man,
you heard me?
Hey man, we're gonna jump off into the next one. But before we jump off into the next one, and we almost done, y'all. This is something that really just really messed me up, man. This is so crazy, man. Now, what it is, I'm gonna set it up for you. Senator T.R. Mack from Rhode Island recently went viral for twerking upside down, man. And I'm gonna show y'all this video, man. And I'm like, oh, this is a U.S. senator now. I'm gonna share it with y'all.
Somebody acts in their own personal life, their own personal behavior. Yes, we should reflect on it and make decisions about who should be sitting in seats of servitude. But honestly, Isaiah, I think what's even more disturbing is what she tweeted right under the twerking video back on February the 2nd of this year, where she said, really excited for the House Sex Ed bill hearing today, teaching comprehensive, queer, inclusive, pleasure-based sex ed with a highlight of my time teaching. Democrats have done something amazing. They've turned teaching into a dishonorable profession. The fact that she's a Democrat and that she would be tawdry their own personal life, their own personal behavior. Yes, we should reflect on it and make decisions about.
Hey, that's some goddamn skills, man. That was pretty goddamn skillful, Senator. Go ahead.
Who should be sitting in seats of servitude. But honestly, Isaiah, I think what's even more disturbing is what she tweeted.
Number one, as a Black woman, what they are going to try to do is say, this is what Black women do, instead of allowing her to be an individual. Or we're going to hear rhetoric like what we just heard. This is what the Democrats do. You ain't never seen me twerking. To be perfectly honest, I can't even twerk upside nor upside down. So like, that's just not what it is. But what I wish she would have done, because whatever her policies are, people are not talking about her policies as widely as they're talking about a twerking video. So if she was going to do something to get this kind of attention, I wish she would have done something around Roe v. Wade, because guess what?
Lady McCallum, since you're the
really
independent
well
here, let's hear what your voice is saying today.
Okay.
How he gonna cut her off like that? That was rude.
I was curious to know what the other Caucasian sister had to say, man. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to it and play a little piece of that, see what she had to say about that.
So hopefully you can hear me. I'm in a restaurant. I am actually a pansexual. So the guy earlier making jokes about how we copulate with anything and everything is kind of hilarious. I am a sex educator as well as other things. And I will tell you right off the bat, the morality of the country has nothing to do with any of this. We are not a Christian nation. We are a nation that is a melting pot. I am a pagan and a pansexual. So if he thinks that I'm a hedonist, then yeah, I am. And I'm okay with that. Now, do you want to pander to somebody who doesn't even realize that the Republican parts of the country are the ones with the most STDs, the most teen pregnancies, the most abortion rates, the most unplanned pregnancies? I mean, there's so many different things that all.
Man. Hey, man, so what y'all think about the U.S. Senator, man, twerking upside down, man? Again, that's a hell of a skill set she got, man. I mean, I gotta
Listen, look, you going somewhere that ain't got nothing to do with this discussion right now.
I know. I'm all off in the left field, man. Hey, was it fair or foul? I gotta ask y'all that. Was it fair or foul?
To me, it was neither one, because I mean, I think by her saying what she was saying, I think that was inappropriate how do I put this? Her twerking is her business, and she should not be judged for twerking. Now, her twerking and trying to make it some political statement, that was a little too much.
That was overboard.
That was a little too much. Like, girl, you didn't need to do that to bring attention to this.
So let me ask you this question. So she was on vacation. Just say she on vacation, she twerking it and she posted on her Instagram without the comments. Would you say that's cool?
Yes, that's her business.
Cool.
That is her business. If she is twerking on vacation with no political comments under it, that is her business. That's just like going to Vegas and having a drink, at the bar. That is her business.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Words, go jump in, Words. I know you finna say something.
All right, this is what I was gonna say. When you accept certain positions in life, then at that point, that really dictates what you can do, because you are basically the face of the people that you're representing. Now, understand this: her doing that is the equivalent to having a pastor that's a drinker and a smoker.
Oh man, you got where I was.
But if she hadn't posted it, we wouldn't have known she twerked. So
exactly, you can do it. Don't put it out here for everybody to see.
Okay, that's fair.
Understand what I'm saying? Because that shows the rest of my sisters as being something that they're not.
Oh, Words. Hold that right there. Shantae said the same thing you were saying, Words. I just be so tired of people always saying blacks get judged. Yes, we do in some situations, but a lot of situations we give them reasons to judge us. People. We need to start taking accountability. Marla says she has an image to keep up. That is something that is done in the privacy of our own home. Yes, it's her business, but at the same time, at the higher level, you're doing this type of stuff makes people not take you serious or take your position serious.
Right.
I can agree with all of this. Yes, I can agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Hold on, Shay. Go ahead, finish up, Words.
When you do that, I want the people to know this. You do know, while she's talking about sex ed in school, right now, since I want to say the beginning of the year, you do know it's been more than 100 teachers charged with crimes against children.
Right. We've had the same.
That's not a good look right now. Regardless of what you're saying, I need my freedom. I want it. That's not a good look.
Not at all, man.
That's not a good look by educators.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I'm sorry. That don't represent that. Yeah, and then we also got to understand everybody that's our color don't represent us.
They don't.
Some
True.
of them that are in positions, they're in positions to do shit like that to keep us in the positions we are. She might
Yeah.
have got paid to go
Mm.
do that shit. So they can say, yeah, we ain't got to do this because look what they do.
Yes.
We got to quit giving them that goddamn bullet for their gun. Period.
And this twerk right here gave them they gave them a whole box of bullets right there, man.
Man,
We
if I
can't
would have
take us
voted for
serious.
you to get in, if I would have voted for you to get in, sis, we'll have a problem. I have a problem with you right now.
Hey, but this, this is the crazy thing about that too. She's a senator from Rhode Island. So if I'm running against her, I'm gonna say, hey, do you want this woman representing you? And that'll be part
Man,
of my campaign ploy.
man, she one and done. She
That's
out
Yeah.
of there
it.
next election.
And
Your
that's
career
the
is, you made
unfortunate
a
part. That's the
good.
unfortunate part because, like y'all said, there are certain things that in certain positions you can't do. And even if she did, and even if she did twerk on, maybe she should have put it on a private page or not posted it at all.
Did she
And
marry?
did she like try to get ahead of this? Like, did somebody else take this and post it and she tried to get ahead of it by posting that political message, like trying to make it something, like make it seem like she was trying to stand for something to turn it another way, get ahead of the rhetoric, so to say. So there's again a lot of stuff that we don't know, but
Yeah.
if this was what she was standing on, if that's the hill that she wants to die on, then she was definitely wrong because, girl, you in a position of where you need to hold yourself a little higher. And
Right.
you working on the beach, that's cool, fine and dandy, but don't post it to your political page.
Not at
Save
all.
it
And
somewhere
that
else.
makes me that makes me say she don't got a man around. Because her man
Right.
would have shut that down. Like, fuck no,
Oh
you
Hopefully.
yeah.
not posting
He
that.
could have
Hey,
been
But
filming it though. He could have been the
understand
one
what I'm
filming it.
you remember on the last segment when I said it's the difference between a man and a boy?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
See, when
right.
you have this is the thing. This is the thing. And I'm not knocking a woman's strength. A strong woman usually attracts a boy because
Mhm.
the man, if she gets anybody stronger than her, then that means she has to bag down. And most women
Yes.
in today's time won't bag down, so they'll go with that boy.
Well,
You understand?
well, hopefully, if like you said, if she was with a stronger man, he would have been like, baby, this ain't good for your image. We need to, this is cute, but
Exactly.
we need to delete this.
Right. But that fuck boy, nah, we gonna run that.
Yeah.
You
Ooh,
understand? It's a
this is
difference.
fire. Your hips look good on this. Ooh, baby.
Exactly. I'm finna turn that up tonight. All that. In that position.
Yes.
All that.
You
All that.
keep that. Hey, that should be kept for the bedroom. Period. Point blank. And by her just putting it out there, and man, how can you take somebody serious, man? I mean, and if you look at her, she's a pretty young lady. She's a pretty sister, pretty melanin sister, and everything. Got a pretty
Yeah.
decent physique, man. But I mean, you don't want to be labeled, and right there, that has a label, man. It's an old saying: "To whom much is given, much is required," man. And
Exactly.
and,
Yeah.
and, and she is given. She's put in a position to advance uh people of melanin. I mean, because we already got the deck stacked against us, but she's in a position. She's in a position for her voice to be heard. She's a U.S. senator, a
Right.
senator. But you know what? Again, she's 28 years old. Does that play a big factor in it?
A big factor. A big factor. At 40,
Well,
I promise you she'll come back and say, man, I messed my career up when I did that right there.
Yes, and that's
I
at
should
the
have
age of
never
28.
did that right there. Is that
to
to
me, the
me?
hard
That's
part,
just like Brittany Griner in Russia. You trying to fly out the country with some drugs with you? Come on, man. You can't
And,
do
she,
that.
and she's a state senator.
well, to
Right.
me, the hard part is going to be having them take her seriously. They're gonna be like, she'll be like, well, I wanna put in for this bill to be passed, and they're gonna be like, girl, we saw you on the beach twerking. You don't have nothing serious we need to hear. It's already hard enough to
Man,
be up there and try and get them to listen in the good old boys club. But do you
right.
think they're gonna pay attention to you now that they done seen your butt on the beach? No.
Man,
They're
all
gonna
black
take
women,
you, they're not
all
gonna take you
black women,
seriously.
and you watching and you look at these old senators and stuff, man. Hey, don't be surprised if some sexual harassment come our way, because
Yeah,
she gonna get offers and stuff. They'll be like,
yeah.
oh man, we want you to come to our black tie gala. We want you to do this. We want you to do that. Now you open up the door to be labeled a Negro bed wench. But
Yeah.
I digress, man.
man, but not only that, that hurts our women when it comes to their income. Our average black woman makes 26,000 a year.
Yep.
Do
Man,
you understand what she just did to our women by doing that?
Set us back
We
a little bit.
man, we keep killing our damn self, man, and I'm tired of that. I'm
I'm
tired
tired.
of that.
I'm
I'm tired
tired
of us
of it
killing
too, man.
ourselves. I'm tired of it.
When you,
I'm
hey,
like,
when
man,
you,
every time as soon as we think we got one, they go in there and sell us out. That's a sellout. You label her a sellout.
yep.
That's a sellout move.
And you know what? I don't care if you want to do that move. If I'm your man, only way you doing that move is A, in our bedroom, B, in our suite on vacation. You're not gonna do it out on the beach where people can take pictures and everything, unless we go over the Bora Bora or some secluded island where
Right.
we got our own section of the island, and it's just me and you. I'm your man, you your woman, you my lady, and
And there's no recording.
that's it. That's it. You gonna do this and say, baby, this one, oh girl, do that again. Say, hold on, do that tonight when we get back to the
Man.
room.
And
That's
if I
it.
do record it, it's for my personal looking at later.
That's it. That's for me.
That's for me to look at when you on your thing and I can't get there. And then that's for me to look at and enjoy myself.
But
Exactly.
even then, that's kind of dangerous in my opinion. So I would ask you to delete it after maybe a couple of days. Like before we left our
What?
vacation, I would ask you to delete it because people can get into phones can get lost.
Which is true.
I need you to
But
delete that.
this is also why when you get pictures and videos like that, you have that pretty little app that's a lockbox on there that you put those sort of pictures into. So if somebody gets into your device, they can't get into there.
True. But still, what happens if we break up 2 days later? Then you mad and you post that. We don't even know that could have been a post from her man and she trying to cover her tracks and put that political rhetoric under there. So no, before we leave the vacation, I'm gonna need for you to delete that. Look at it all you want to while we here, but before we leave out, I'm gonna need you to leave that. Just another layer of protecting my reputation.
I can dig what
Man.
you're saying. I understand perfectly what you're saying,
Hey
especially when
man.
you in that particular position.
Right.
Hey man,
You know what I mean?
man, we're gonna definitely see how this situation turns up, man.
Man, because when it start turning out, where is she gonna come to try to get everybody riled up to fight for her? She coming right to
Exactly.
us. Dude,
Yep,
don't ask me to fight for you. No, I ain't going. You
that's
Yep.
supposed
true.
to be fighting for us. I'm not supposed to be fighting for you.
You are
You
But
supposed
right.
here
to be
we
wise
are.
enough.
Here we
You
are.
supposed to
Yeah.
be wise enough to be telling me not to do certain things
But
because you're
she's
sitting there.
28 years old and she's a senator. She's 28. So she's going to make mistakes along the way. I hope
Okay,
that her managers, somebody around her is like, girl, look, you made your mistake, but we need to, we from here
ain't
on
no
out, you
coming
need
back
to
from
be
this.
careful.
Ain't no coming back from that. Let me tell you why it ain't no coming back from that. Do
Why?
you remember the chick that was running for vice president, Salem Powell, whatever her name is,
Mm-hmm.
the white chick?
Yeah.
Right. Now you remember she released some crap like that. Where's she at now? After that election she ran in?
Sarah Palin, she's still governor of Alaska, isn't she?
I don't know, is she? But she shot herself in the foot as far as ever becoming to elevate.
Yep.
Right. Right. You're right.
And we're gonna see how that one turned out with this senator. But that's a perfect segue into our last topic, man, about Bishop Jakes, man. Hey man, Bishop Jakes said we are raising women to be men. Stop bragging about how much you don't need a man and wonder why we as men shy away. Wow, that could just sum up everything that we talked about and everything, and about corporate America assisting them in destroying the black family, man. How, wow, this all ties back into what we talked about. Where's 10? What's up? Where's 10 is out here? Hey, word. Hey, where's 10 out here? He say twerking. What's understood don't need to be discussed. If you respect me, you would already know I ain't with that, but guys are different. Maybe he was cool with it. Hey, you right, Wes. He may have been cool with it, dog, but I don't know, man.
I ain't met a man yet cool with fucking his bag up.
That's it, man.
I ain't met one of them yet. I've met boys that are. I ain't met a man that's cool with messing the bag up.
But man, it's like you said, words. That's the difference between a man and a boy. A man is gonna say, baby, I'm gonna need you to quit because he knows what her main job is. So he's going to stop her. He's going to delete the video without her asking.
Hey, he ain't even gonna record after you to be 1,000 about his shape. After it's recorded and she look at it, oh, it's good. Nah, this gotta go, baby. This can't fall in nobody else's hands.
Exactly.
It's because of who you are.
That's it.
Exactly.
And just say she was, and just say she was her man or her husband, fiance, whoever she's with. Just say he was the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or executive vice president. They can't take this man. I mean, you don't even got control of your household. So if you're in the running to get promoted to the CEO, both me and Words, we both executive vice presidents, and my wife is seen twerking and everything, going to the net, doing this, and it makes social media and gets out there.
Yep.
Words got his everything in order. They gonna give Words the promotion because they say, hey, the champ, People's Champ don't have his shit in order. He don't have his house together. So if he don't have his house together, how can he run this $1 billion corporation? Right. Words of Wisdom got everything together. You don't see him out there, his wife out there and nothing. Hey, he's the next CEO of the company.
Right. I can be less talented than him and get it.
Yep. And just because of that video, it can mess up her man. It can have ramifications on her man, on her children, on her that video has so many ramifications, and that video will be kept in the archives, and people can pull that 10 years down the line, and she'll see it and she'll be regretting, like Word said, to this day she'll have regrets.
Unless you find somebody that can scrub it off, but still, once it's out there, it's out there. You gonna
know who everybody you running against them saved it. So you ain't gonna be able to scrub it off.
You can't. Right. Everybody. Hey, if you're a Democrat, if you run against a Republican, they gonna have that in their archives, and that is what we call the Trump card. That will be their Trump card, man. That will be their Trump card.
When you start dealing, like if you're dealing with single people, you may get voted in. But when you start dealing with households that's married couples with children,
conservative couples, conservative married couples, you're a dead woman walking, period.
Yeah.
But man, Bishop Jakes, man, hey, he talking about we raising our women to be men. Stop bragging on how much you don't need a man and wonder why we as men shy away from you. That's about the black culture, man. Hey, he was criticized. They criticized the bishop on that, man. What y'all think about that, man?
Well, this is what I
Go ahead,
think
word.
about. If you can remember a few episodes ago, when I introduced, I talked about being mentally connected to your occupation.
Mm-hmm.
That's where us men went wrong for years. So we had nothing left in the tank when we got home.
Uh-huh.
Now, understand what I'm saying? Work is for you to be physically connected to. This is why our women are coming home drained and they have nothing in the tank for the children or the men. Now,
Yep.
with that being said, he's dead on point with that.
Yeah.
He's dead on point with that. Once again, strength does not get assistance.
Yeah.
A man is only gonna go where he is needed, not where he's wanted.
Yes.
Period. And you can line up 1,000 men, and 999 of them gonna say what I said. But you're gonna have that one fuck boy that say, nah, it's gonna go the other way around.
Yep. And you know what? I
Now,
was reading some of them comments, words. A lot of these
uh,
women say, I like Bishop Jakes, but he lost me with that sermon. Women cannot depend on this generation of men that's asking to be in a bad situation. She said, another one said, you got TD Jakes, big swollen waist and big swollen ass waist. You got TD Jakes, big swollen ass. First of all, she disrespected the man of God.
man,
We're gonna talk
man,
about that later.
man.
Wasting the
Shame,
church.
insults, guilt. When you come with
Yes.
shame, insults, guilt, I bet you live with roaches.
Yep, telling black women to give up their careers and stop being independent to the match. But you know what? A lot of these women that are speaking this are single women, probably.
Man.
Okay, so
They may be single. I think they're single women, man, because just imagine how many times have you sat in church and heard this sermon, man. Sermon, hey, if you ever been in church, you've been raised in church, sermons are oftentimes with remix. That's a perfect way of saying it. A lot of times sermons are remixed and they got the same message, but then they're just reworded in certain dynamics to kind of reach the people nowadays. You can't preach that same sermon that I done heard preachers that preached a sermon 20 years ago and re-preach that same sermon to reach the masses now and everything. So it's the same message. This message that he said has something that's probably been taught several times over years ago.
Man, but it's like this, bro. Are we tired of seeing our kids die in the streets?
Yeah.
If you understand what these folks done did to us over the years, it started with taking the black man out the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once they got him out and got him hooked on heroin, right? Then they put crack in. And that was only designed to get the woman away from the children.
Yep.
And once they got the woman away from the children, now look at what's going on in these streets.
Man.
So every woman that will talk bad about what he just said, I better not hear you say nothing bad about kids dying in these streets.
Yes. And
well,
you know,
I think.
Go ahead, say Boogie.
I think I'm a layer it like this. I'm gonna add one more layer to this statement. I don't necessarily think that women don't want a man. I think a lot of times it's a defense for being single, because by us saying that I don't need a man, I don't want a man, I think we're trying to talk ourselves up to realizing that we as women have to continue to go on, and it may be as a single person, if that makes sense. Because right now there is not a lot of eligible men for women, you know,
right. You're
and
absolutely right.
and or we're having to look in demographics for men. So these men that we're looking for don't necessarily have the maturity level that we require at this point in our life. So it's easier to tell ourselves, I don't need a man, I don't want a man, to help us to be able to function as a single woman. Sadly, that's just my
Right.
take. So it's
Right.
not
You're absolutely
necessarily
right.
that we're trying to separate ourselves or push men away, but it's just a way for us to be able to function,
Wes.
you know,
Okay. But
as a
this,
Hey,
single woman.
hey man,
I want to.
West 10 made a good point. He said Bishop real because all men really want but because all men really want is a little recognition for their hard work. We not only want to feel needed, but much appreciated. 100%.
And
That's
that ties
that,
right into
that's it. That's it, Wes.
it ties right into the song I introduced by Noise Competitor. That's
Yes.
what we looking for as a man.
Yes.
You go play that song, you will understand what us black men are looking for.
And let
And,
me piggyback on that. We women want to appreciate our men, especially our black men, our black brothers. But sometimes y'all make it hard for us to do so because we pour our love, work, respect into you, and you still don't appreciate us for doing it. We just
Right.
want the basics. We want truthfulness. We want faithfulness. We want that connection. We want to
Yeah,
know that you are ours the same way we are yours. And we're
that's
not
it.
getting the reciprocation. So you can't get that appreciation if you're not giving the same amount of appreciation.
Right.
Man.
But also, we live in the world. We live in this world right here, where you just about gotta get what you don't want in order to receive what you want. So you
Yeah,
can't let that person that didn't operate properly force you to move forward.
right,
Because all that person did is made you leave that particular genre alone and go forward because you're not for me. You for
Yeah.
that man over here, even if I got to dog you and point you in the direction. Now, when you get over there, you need to apply the same rules and the same thing you apply
Mm-hmm.
to this idiot over here.
Exactly.
okay. So I'm gonna read out a comment from West 10. He said, if you act like you don't need us, hell, somebody do in one way or another. That person
Man,
might require much less and give out much more appreciation.
that's it. Now, once again, we're separating the men from the boys.
Yes.
Right.
We're
And
separating
and
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 to
the growth from the women. Cause like
exactly.
in this situation, that girl in the video, she may have actually had a good man, but because she was trying to be big ball of her girlfriends, she may have lost a good man because she was trying to be that, that be that girl for her friends instead of
Right.
recognizing what she had and appreciated him for being there celebrating with her and may have picked up the tab has she acted right. Let me put it like
Now,
that.
now,
So
you know what she gets next? I didn't mean to cut you off, Shay, but you know what she gets next? She gets the one that nobody wants, the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yep.
right,
And
right,
now, guess what? After that, what happens? I don't need a man.
Yep.
Instead of
yep,
saying I fucked off my good man, I
right,
got to rebuild myself so I can get this one again, or not him, just a man on that caliber. It works
right.
like that for us too. You think I've never did nothing wrong and I've lost a good woman? Hell
Right.
yeah, but I had to look myself in the mirror and I had to tell myself, no, I need that. That is not a want, that's a need.
Yep.
And guess
Exactly.
what? We live in the world where you get what you ask for.
Hey man.
Absolutely.
Hey. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey,
Uh-huh.
this just sums it up best. 2 Timothy 4 verses 1. 2 Timothy the 4th chapter verse 3. For the time will come when they will endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's what the Bible say, man.
Yeah.
They will
And I got one.
they will endure sound doctrine. That was sound doctrine the bishop was sharing with them. But for their own justification and for their own lust of them, their own self-teachers, they have the itching ears.
Hey, what KS say?
What's that?
RIP KS, the need to be right.
The need to be right. Man,
get rid of that. Trash that need to be right. Right is right, wrong is wrong at the end of the day.
Hey, I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off, dog, but that fourth verse said, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables/lies.
Man, and all I'll say to add on to that, you don't want to believe in the book and what it's talking about, go pick up and read the letter Willie Lynch wrote to Congress, The Makings of a Slave.
Oh, the Willie Lynch letter. Hey, if you don't, you don't understand it after that,
and then you can't see that if you're operating in that syndrome, then there's something wrong with you. That means you're not on this team.
That's it, man. Hey, we finished it off like that.
They put the woman against the man, the children against the parent. All that's going on right now.
Yep.
And the only way to do it is to recognize and like we've been saying, self-accountability. Recognize you've been operating under this syndrome and you can't move that way no more.
And like you said earlier, words, that's why the household and the family is the way it is right now. That's why the families are being destroyed. You're removing the heads out of the houses and that's it. That's it in a nutshell, man.
And see, a lot of people have a power struggle when they hear head of the household. But ladies, understand this right here. If he's the head and you're standing behind him, guess what you're able to do? Point the head in the direction of what it needs to look at and deal with. Exactly. You have a position too. And guess what? When you're the queen, you just about get to make all of the rules. The leader is going to enforce everything that you own.
Hey, you said it best, man. When you're the head and she's following behind you, she's not only behind you, she is watching your back.
Man,
she is watching your back. Hey, when you go through the first magazine, she right there to hand you the other mag to load up while she reloading that mag you just emptied out.
Man, period.
All right.
Period.
But
if she don't yell duck, I got him.
That's it.
Right. Right. But see, this comes from a man who is truly a good leader. You know what I'm saying? The trust has that level of respect has to be earned. His actions will speak louder than his words. Sometimes, yes, you do have to work with him a little bit to get him there. But honestly, the actions will speak louder than the words. You just can't come up in there acting a fool and still expect this level of respect. Eventually she's gonna get tired of standing behind you and you shooting these bullets everywhere and she trying to tell you where to aim and you just willy-nilly and is shooting everything up under the sun. So she gonna step off.
She has the power to turn that head. Look, no, it's
right.
over
Hey man,
right. So she gonna step off and then she gonna be like, well, I could do this on my own. And do it on her own. And that's why you hear those words. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. Unfortunately, that's just a defense.
I understand.
We want a man. We need a man.
I've been dog. Yeah, I'm with you, Shane. Did not mean to cut you off. I promise I did. I've been dogged out a few times. But you think I ever say I don't need a woman on my side?
No.
No, because you know what that one that dogged me out did? She opened the door for me to get to that good one.
That's it.
Right.
That's all she did. Everything happens for you. It never happens against you.
No.
Even a bad relationship was for you.
You can learn. You can learn something. Hey, you can learn something from everything you encounter, man. You can learn something from bad relationships. You can learn something from bad transactions. You learn something from, as long as you're living, you should be learning daily. That's
right.
simple. You're learning something
and
daily.
Don't be afraid. Hey, look, the thing is, we got to understand this. Love conquers all. Strength gets your ass beat.
Love conquers everything.
You can love a family member through cancer.
Love
You can love a
conquers a
family member
multitude.
through HIV. I mean, love them till they heal.
Yep, love
does that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what. And where's the love?
That's it.
And if you really want to be an economic empowered community, then we're gonna have to couple up. That's the only way to keep the money in the community. Because if you're a single woman, if you can be making $100,000 and talking about Black Power, all that good shit, but if you by yourself and you ain't got on a block where you got other people that work on things, guess who you calling to come work on something? Somebody outside your community.
Yep. Hey man, that's powerful. West 10 say 3 Timothy chapters verses 1. Appreciation bring forth dedication, man. Hey, that's it. Appreciation bring forth dedication. Hey man, we had an amazing show tonight, man. We rocked out, man. Us three, we rocked out, man. And hopefully we share some knowledge, man, that you guys can apply, man. That you can just look at. So hopefully we said something, man. Man, tune in next Sunday to us, man. Same time, same channel, man. Hey, you want to jump on? Hey, send us an email at justtalkinggrown@gmail.com. If you have any show suggestions, we'd be more than happy to talk about it. There's gonna be a lot going on during this week, so we'll just see what the chips fall where they may. But other than that, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We are the crew, and we are out of here. See you next Sunday, y'all. Peace.
Bye, family.
Be sweating you.